Nate Young here, bassist for a few years, and has anyone ever been bothered that on YouTube you've got these people that say on their headlines they're giving lessons like lesson number 3, lesson number 2, whatever, and all they're doing is playing something like, and they're just showing you how to do that? Well, granted, that is a lesson on how to do that particular thing, but they never give lessons like you would if you sat down with a private teacher. That's what I'm here for. Now, I am not, I repeat, not a professional bass player, so there is no reason for you to comment saying, oh, you're trying to be a professional bass player, blah, 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 I'm a big fat retard. So anyways, I'm going to try it. Everything I learned is out of a Mel Bay bass book, and I taught myself how to play this. So if there's something you don't agree with, send me a message, not a comment, and I will try my hardest to fix it in the next video. Now, first thing you got to know is your instrument. So, on this bass guitar, this beautiful bass guitar, right, it's got 2 pickups. Pickups are what generate the sound on your strings. String vibrates, pickups pick it up, send it into the electronics of your guitar, and it goes through your amplifier. Strings, 4 of them, kind of hard not to know that. String names from lowest to highest. E, A, D, G. E, lowest, G, highest. Now you've got your fretboard, which is this long thing with silver lines going down it. This is how you make your notes, from anything from here. And all the way up here. That's how bass works. Pretty simple. Now, what a lot of people don't know when they're first starting out is these frets, which are these silver little lines, is you don't press on them. If you press on them, you get this sound. Or you don't want that. You want to press behind the fret, as shown here, right behind it, to get a beautiful sound out of it, not a sound. And, well, I guess that's just about it. Bear with me, first time. Now, next thing you want to know about your instrument. Actually, start from the bottom. Your control pegs. These control everything that comes out of your instrument. Now, I'm missing a control peg. Thing came right off one day when I was playing out at a concert. But this one, on my instrument, controls the volume, the tone, and the treble. Doesn't go that way with all basses. This is just my personal bass. And you've got the bridge. Hold your strings in so they don't just kind of wiggle around. This is where you would string, this is where most bassists would string their instruments. Some basses I've seen are weird, they got weird bridges and they wrap around and do all this crap. I don't like it. And these are your tuning pegs. These are what change the pitches of your instrument. For instance, if you turn it this way, it makes it lower than what it should be, which is called flat. And if you turn it up, it makes it higher than what it should be, usually, which is called sharp. Now, the reason we have those on our instrument is because your climate and various other things will change the pitch of your strings on your bass. For instance, that note, which is your E, which isn't E, is something that most basses have. It's the low E string. Some people tune to different things, like for instance, there's a tuning called drop D, and there's a whole bunch of other weird tunings. But this is the standard. It's E. And the way we tune, which is one of the ways we tune, I prefer our harmonic tuning, which I will show you in another video, is we hit the 5th fret. You know what? I'm going to move this down so you can see it a little better. This is your 1st fret, by the way, or your 1st fret is the beginning, which is not bass, which is another part of the instrument. Anyways, 5th fret. Once you hit the 5th fret of one of your strings, for instance, the E string, it becomes the same note as the next open string, for instance. So, that note and that note, which is an A, sound the same. Now, if they don't sound the same, that means you're not in tune. And so, you have to hit the 5th fret behind it, right behind it, and then hit the next string, and tune it. Right now, it's flat. So, pretty in tune, because they sound the same. So you do it to the next string. That one is sharp, so we can go down. What a lot of bassists do is they don't try and get the note right on when they're tuning. What they'll do is they'll tune it down more, because it's easier to tune back up than it is to tune down. So, now that's in tune. Now we go to our last string right here. Well, not technically our last, but the last 5th fret will be hitting. Ooh, sounds nasty. That's actually sharp. So we're going to tune down. Now what I'm going to do, like I said before, is I'm going to tune down more than I need to, because it's easier to tune up than it is to tune down. Now, it sounds beautiful. Well, with a chord on a bass, they don't always sound good. Right. Now, you know your instrument and you know how to tune, you're all ready to start playing.